Hey everyone. Hey, how about let's take a walk together. Check out, this spot always amazes me. Can you see how far this trail is cut into the earth? And this isn't a man-made trail, this is a game trail. And I call this the Bear Super Freeway. And it always keeps me on my toes. And one thing that you always want to do when you're walking through stuff like this is you definitely want to have a pew-pew or two. And then one thing I always do, stop, really pay attention. And then I got a pretty loud voice, so when I yell, "Hey bear," don't let it spook you. But I'll be walking through something like this and pretty peaceful. And look how thick it is. I mean, the canopy's all the way over my head. Hey bear! Every once in a while I'll let out something like that. And what really makes you realize that works is when you yell, "Hey bear!" You yell that, and then if you hear some stuff crashing down and like branches cracking or whatnot, you know darn well that it's probably a good thing that you, "Hey bear!" you yelled. So anyway, I'm headed to a place I call the Chum Bucket. Check out this log. I'm high centered on it right now. You know, us chubby guys. Whoa! Us chubby guys, we got to kind of take our time through this dense forest. But this is really a far out place. It's kind of one of the colder areas on the island, but it gets one of the very first run of chum salmon. And so look how dense that is in there. You can kind of see why I call it the Super Bear Freeway. There's a lot of bears that use this. So anyway, I was hoping to find some chums in here. The water's awful low, so I'm kind of suspecting they might not be in here. I know they're in the lower river, but they're all hung up. But check out this trail along the river. Can you imagine how many hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, that there's been animals using this trail? And these are all solid berries. This whole forest is solid berries. Check out how beautiful that is. So these berries won't be ripe until about August, and then they'll stay all through September and even through October. Check out how thick this stuff is. It's crazy, y'all. And so this is a great spot not only for the bears to come and get their last feed on salmon, but what bears like to do, y'all, is they finish off real strong with protein, being the salmon. But then after the salmon, they're done eating salmon, before they hibernate, they want to get some fiber in their diets. So they don't just go straight from salmon straight into their dens. Check out how steep this is. They'll actually go from salmon, and then they'll want to graze, and so they'll graze on berries and grass. They want to get that fiber in there to loosen everything up, and so they can get rid of some of that before they're actually in their dens. And so when this becomes like a Bear Super Freeway, wow, I always get nervous in this stuff too. Western Alaska used to walk through this stuff, guiding fly fishermen, and you'd walk through it and it was taller than you, and then all of a sudden in the early morning you'd come to an open spot and there'd be steam coming off it where a big old grizzly was laying down, and it always sent some chills through your spine, definitely. And not see, oh, there's one bear track, an old one. A lot of deer, but anyway, so it's kind of interesting about the bears, how they switch their food. You know, early spring it's all grazing, grass and greens. There's not many berries. They eat a lot of roots, a lot of tubers. Then they go down on the coast, they eat a lot of crabs and stuff they find under the rock on the coast. But here about this time of year, they're going to go on a strict salmon diet. And I want to walk you all out here to the river and show you how pretty this is. And it's super low. They'd really struggle to get up this right now, but there's 2 runs down here around this corner, way down there. I'm going to hike all the way down and fish. So anyway, thanks for coming on a walk with me. Hope you ladies and gentlemen liked that. It was fun, and love showing you some of the world up here in southeast Alaska and how beautiful it is. I wasn't going to come in here, but I thought, let's take everyone for a little walk. So anyway, I'm going to walk all the way down around that farthest corner down there, and then there's 2 deep spots. And if I have any luck, I'll make you all a fun video. All right, anyway, I hope you're all doing something fun for your day today, and you all have a blessed day. If I hook into a big chum salmon, I'll make you a little video. All right, send you guys a great big huge smile from here on the Chumbucket River in southeast Alaska. All right, we'll see y'all. Okay, bye.